What is up, guys? It's Senator. I'm back with a new video. This video has been highly requested by you guys. A lot of people have been messaging me on Twitter, a lot of people have been messaging me on Facebook, leaving comments, wanting to know my AK74u Class Setup. So I'm gonna make a video on it now. This is the gun that got me Master Prestige in under 24 hours. Done this twice in a row, 2 seasons in a row, being the first to do this as well. So if you guys haven't seen a video before this one on how to rank up fast, I suggest you watch that, and then this will make a lot more sense as to why I use the AK74u. But if you have seen that video, then obviously this will make sense. I'm gonna get into the attachments on this gun now, the perks, the subs, I mean not subs, the flipping secondaries, and why I use certain attachments I use. So I don't use an optic for this gun because the iron sights are beautiful. There's no need to use an optic for this unless you really want to, I suppose. For the muzzle, I use a glue suppressor. I know there's no mini map on hardcore, but people have Astros. It's 2021. Everyone has a good headset, so people can still hear your bullets. So I would recommend using the suppressor. The only bad thing about this is the 25% damage range that you lose, but because I'm using Task Force, which is the best attachment for submachine guns easily, I get that effect damage back. And I get increased damage on my gun from that. 8% doesn't sound like that much, but when you're playing hardcore, 8% makes a lot of difference, a lot. And the 75% bullet velocity is really good as well, really good, makes your bullets travel faster. Alright, so for magazine, I use the 50 round fast mags because you get 50 bullets in a clip, you reload 40% faster, and you have more bullets when you start with as well. It doesn't really matter because I use scavenger, but if you don't use scavenger, I would recommend even more to use this attachment. Some people don't use scavenger. For handle, I use the serpent wrap. A lot of people tend to use the glue elastic wrap, but you don't need flinch. You don't flinch on hardcore. If you get one bullet, you're dead. Aim while going prone. You don't drop shot on hardcore. It's not core. You're kind of missing out on a lot of stuff, you know, just for that extra 5% aim down the sight time, when you could just have 25% and only lose your 10% sprint to fire. You know, with this one, you're gaining nothing and you're losing more. So just have the serpent wrap. A lot of people say glue elastic for some reason. Just have the serpent one. Who's drop shotting in hardcore? You flipping freak. Anyway, stock. Put no stock on as well because you want sprint to fire speed. You don't want to lose out on that. And the hip fire on this gun is disgusting. So you don't want to go with the bottom one like a lot of people say to use. Sprint to fire and aim walking movement speed, that's nice to have, but you actually want hip fire accuracy on this gun. It will save you in a lot of moments, especially if you use gung ho and you're throwing a grenade, you know. So make sure you use the no stock. That's my preference anyway. Alright, so for the Gallo SA12, I'm going to rush straight through this one. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that if you hold a grenade with this gun, stun grenade, smoke grenade, anything, you get 100% sprint to fire speed. So that means that there's no delay once you shoot the weapon, as long as you're holding a grenade. If you combine this with gung ho, you're absolutely lethal. I think you have to have gung ho for this to work as well. So what I use is duck bill choke. I use hammer forge. You want faster fire rate, it's hardcore, so damage isn't really that important. You want a steady aim laser. You're probably better off using ember sight point actually, so I'd rather use that one because obviously you get your hip fire accuracy, which is what you want. You know, you get 20% there and you get 30% there, and it doesn't really matter about losing your sprint to fire time because you know it stays 100 regardless of the minus. So it doesn't really matter about losing your sprint to fire time. 12 round is better than 9. You want more bullets for a shotgun obviously. And marathon stock, none of these matter apart from the sprint move speed and the shooting move speed. You can't aim with a shotgun if you're holding a grenade. There's no point about the sprint to fire time because it's going to be 100 regardless. It's not going to go higher than 100 or lower than 100 as long as you're holding a grenade with gung ho. So they are the attachments I use for the Gallo SA12. I hope I explained that clearly because I'm knackered. I'm really tired. I hope I explained that clearly. Tactical, I use stun grenade because if I'm running around with the Gallo and someone kills me, at least they're stunned, and then when someone kills them, I get the elimination for it. I use frag grenade because I like throwing grenades from spawn, and I use gas mine because a lot of people don't use tactical mask for some odd reason, and it just kills everyone. It's hilarious. My perks, I use flat jacket and I use tactical mask because a lot of people throw grenades just like me, and a lot of people throw stuns as well, which is weird because I don't use tactical mask, but they're happy to throw stuns. I use gearhead because my gas mine I want to have a reduced cooldown and I can stock 2 of them, which is really overpowered for maps like Newtown where you can just throw gas mines across the map. It saved me a lot of times as well. And I use scavenger as well because obviously I want more bullets if I'm going on streaks. I want more bullets for my weapon. I use gung ho obviously for the shotgun glitch, and because I like running and shooting at the same time. This is why hip fire is important as well, because sometimes when you're phoning grenade while running, if you got no hip fire, you're screwed because you're shooting with your gun with hip fire while phoning grenade at the same time. It's just awful. I use ninja as well because people have good headsets and they can hear your footsteps, so ninja is probably the best thing to use. If you're playing core, I'd recommend using spycraft because a lot of people use counter UAVs when you're using a harp. For some reason no one uses counters on hardcore. They'd rather use other stuff like UAVs to replace the counter, which is understandable if you don't have a UAV. So yeah, I'd recommend using those. I use perk greed obviously for the 6 perks, and that's my class setup. I hope I explained it clear because I'm really tired from grinding this game for you guys, so I hope I explained that clearly. If not, I'm sure you guys can just copy the attachments anyway, right? So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you next video. Peace.